Hello everybody and welcome back to another anti-MLM video. I'm Christina. I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to take a look at MLM Top Fails number 37, the fails of the week, with posts from network marketers and network marketing companies. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into the first post. The first post is from an Enagic distributor. That's a Japanese company and they sell water ionizers. And this distributor explains to her audience, or she tries to, why the products get pricier. This was sent to me and the following one as well by Pink Moonwitch on YouTube and on Instagram. I will link her down below. Thank you for sending this my way. This is delusion at its best. Let's say it like this.
Hey, I'm still recovering from surgery, so I sound really nasally. I apologize in advance. But, hey, you've been watching me the last few weeks, wondering what I've been doing. And this is your moment to find out. I've joined a company of powerful, purpose-driven entrepreneurs, and let me tell you, this train is moving and moving fast. This product is worth the hype. I've never seen anything like this business model in my life. It's legit, it is life-changing, and it's designed for real families just like me.
It's always a good sign when you have to say this is legit. I'm telling you, this is legit. She joined Enagic and she sells Kangen Water Ionizers. It's not a scam, it's not a pyramid scheme, it's legit. It's always a red flag when they do that. Trust me, because I'm selling it now, and I am truthful. I cannot prove it to you, but you just gotta trust me.
And you. And it is not an MLM scam. I can promise you that.
Yeah, because that is worth a lot. The promise of somebody who sells Kangen Water Ionizers telling me this is not an MLM scam, this is not a pyramid scheme, I promise you that you have an incentive to tell your audience this because you just recently started to sell these products worth thousands and thousands of dollars. Guess who makes a profit if they're able to sell the water ionizers? Trust her. She knows what she's talking about.
And it is not an MLM scam. I can promise you that. But here's the deal. On August 1st, prices are going up. Not because of tariffs, but because of the demand on this product. And once you try it and see it for yourself, you'll understand why. So if you've been praying, thinking, and waiting for this sign, here it is. Let's go. Take the leap and join me now before this window closes.
What window? I mean, she has really, really bad timing. August 1st, the prices for the water ionizers got pricier. You had to pay more for these. She is in Mississippi, so she is very likely pitching this predominantly at the moment to a US audience. She joined a network marketing company shortly before the US tariffs on other countries' products spiked. The United States issued a 15% tariff on products coming in from Japan. Kangen water machines are connected to Enagic. Enagic is a Japanese network marketing company, and they're the ones who are producing this. Among others, they have factories, for example, in Osaka. So they're locally produced in Japan, and then they're shipped. You can also see this in this video here. They have a production video on their YouTube as well, where they show us how the products are being created. They're locally produced in Japan. And as of August 1st, Japanese goods were being hit by an additional 15% tariff for Japanese products. The US president announced originally 25% country-specific tariffs for Japanese products, but they got lowered to 15%. And you can look this up. I will link it down below on congress.gov as well, where that was being announced, the tariffs from products that were produced from Japan and imported into the US, like, I don't know, water ionizers, they were hit by those higher tariffs. And that's why Japanese products imported into the US by August 1st, 2025 got more pricey. But this hun, who just recently joined, I mean, she really has the worst timing on planet Earth. Of course, she didn't know that, but the prices for Enagic products shipped to the US increased by 15%, not because of the high demand of those products. Network marketing companies are down in sales, people are leaving network marketing, and most people cannot afford those pricey, worth thousands of dollars water filters. That's essentially what they are. Yes, there are water ionizers, but in the end, they're water filters, and the people make the most insane health claims what those filters can allegedly do. They're not hit with higher prices because they're doing so well. If you were a smart capitalist, and you have products that are high in demand, since you can sell more and more of these, you can actually adjust the prices, lower the prices, and sell more products while you make a bigger profit, but you wouldn't necessarily up the prices. So the tariffs, 15% on top of what you had to pay before, and then also the resources are getting pricier and pricier to produce products. That is why those filters are getting pricier, not because of high demand. MLM is dying. MLM companies are not doing well. Sales is down in general because the worldwide economy is not doing well. Each and every country is struggling. So no, there is not a huge market for those kind of products. Then we have another post connected to Enagic. This is a different distributor, but the text says, learning from my mentor about how to stack. The business allows you to own 8 accounts. Love learning about this patented compensation plan. There is no patented compensation plan. The company doesn't have a patented compensation plan, but they have a compensation plan where it is legal to stack people on top of each other and move the accounts however you need that in your downline. Lots of MLMs do not allow that. Person who recruits a person, that's in the downline tree where the person is anchored. But here in this case, you can move people around and you can have up to 8 accounts. That is an interesting concept because it looks like it is somewhat beneficial if you want to hit higher ranks rather quickly in a network marketing company, rather than allowing the recruits and yourself to just recruit people and then land in your organizational tree, in your MLM tree, wherever they land. It is probably beneficial to maneuver the people around within your organization, and that way you can achieve goals quicker, you can rise to the higher ranks, and therefore also make more money. I don't think the audio has a lot for us. Let's listen into this though. This is just the team call and the audio recording from that team call about stacking.
So she's kind of like here now. So I think this Ukon I can cancel, or I might have even canceled it already. You know what I mean? And then we have like Carly, like under here, Carly and Megan, you know, who have surpassed. And then we have like Ricky over here. So
this is about stacking people on top of each other so that you have the ability to rise in the ranks quicker. This sounds neat and nice and like a plus if you are interested in network marketing, that a company actually allows that, because it looks like you could potentially be more successful. But there is an issue with that a lot of the Huns, although their company might legally allow that, don't necessarily take into consideration. I will link a source down below if you're interested in this. And I will just quote from Vanessa, who summarized the topic, and I think she says it so beautifully. There's a tactic known as stacking, where distributors open multiple Enagic accounts under their own name, sometimes up to 3 levels deep. Then they push all sales activity, like machine or supplement purchases, under the lowest account. This funnels commissions and sales volume upward through each level of account, allowing someone to hit higher ranks faster and collect much larger commissions. It's a strategy that's taught within many Enagic distributor groups once someone reaches the 4A rank, that is a rank in the company. This tactic of stacking might seem like a shortcut to reaching the 6A or 6A23 rank and earning the 5,000 monthly residual, but in reality it causes certain issues. This is all very much specific and connected to Enagic and to selling those Kangen water filters. I was part of a team called Inner Circle Australia that completely imploded because of stacking. The idea was that everyone would win by working together under a shared structure, but in practice, it triggered infighting. Well, what a surprise. People wanted full control of their own downlines. They would say things like, I'm bringing in 50 people and I don't want them placed under X, Y, or Z. I want them all under me. The kind of ego-driven decision-making broke the system from the inside. Technically, it is allowed to stack by Enagic, but it undermines the compensation structure. It distorts commissions, cuts uplines out of earnings, and removes the incentives to support new members unless you control their placement. If you're the upline of somebody and that person is way, way down in your tree, in your organizational tree, in the MLM, then the uplines, they are not able to benefit off of those recruits anymore. As we know, stacking leads to broken team dynamics, trust issues, and the collapse of team cooperation. And then she attached the video I just showed you that this is a tactic that is still being taught within Enagic. And I found that rather interesting because some network marketing companies do not allow stacking and others do, but it looks like while it might seem like a shortcut to success because you're able to hit higher ranks, better commission, you're able to profit off of the people in your downline quicker and faster, and everybody might be able to benefit if you stack everything under the lowest accounts. It looks like that also contributes to the downfall of a team and to the downfall of those MLM trees within MLM companies. I found that rather interesting and I wanted to shine a light on that as well because it looks like Enagic is really in trouble. Number one, the products are getting pricier and pricier if they're getting exported. And then the stacking topic is also apparently not the route to the golden paychecks for everybody. But it looks like the distributors start to battle rather than to cooperate. Not that I'm surprised, because in the end, everybody is always their closest friend. That's an approach that only works if everybody works together. But if you have a feeling I recruited a lot more people than you did, and this entire structure benefits thanks to my recruits and not necessarily to yours, then that is an issue. And I have to pull out my glasses again because it's a struggle. My eyes are currently burning and I need my glasses at the moment because otherwise I have a hard time to read. I wouldn't be surprised if Enagic was also one of those companies, at least outside of Asia, that is also falling apart. I'm not surprised that in the end, selfish behavior always destroys those types of organizational structures. And speaking of selfish behavior, that's a good segue into the next post. We have a post for typical network marketing. It's not a scam. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's legit, trust me. We will take a look, and this is just extremely selfish behavior. This is a distributor in Juice Plus, lovely, lovely individual and presentation. When people tell me network marketing is a scam, but I don't give a fuck what they say because I'm healthy and rich. And then she shows some of the company's overpriced supplements that she has to sell. And the text says, people tell me network marketing is a scam, but here's the truth. It's not a scam. Once again, coming from somebody in this structure that allegedly is a scam. Other people tell her that, but she knows the truth and she's going to educate us, although she is the one who has a motive to present this as not a scam, because she benefits if people purchase from her or if people buy into this business opportunity. It is not a scam. It's a business model that's given me so much more than income. So it's not a scam because, as she posted before, it made her healthy and rich because of the supplements she sells and she was able to benefit. And here she says it's given her so much more than income. That is just extremely selfish behavior because it doesn't counteract whether it's a scam. This cannot be a scam because I made money, because it has given me an income plus. That is just selfish behavior because scams typically can only work if a person or a handful of people benefit. And if you were able to participate in this and it has given you an income and more, it just means that you benefited from a scam and you participated in a scam successfully. I'm rich in health. Who cares about you? Rich in friendships. Once again, who cares about you if somebody says network marketing is a scam and you are in a network marketing company? Well, I'm rich in health. I'm rich in friendships. I'm rich in freedom, I'm rich in community. None of this counteracts that Juice Plus is not a scam. That network marketing is not a scam. Cannot be a scam because I was able to benefit. Maybe that makes her the scammer. Has she ever considered that? So while others judge, I'll keep living a life I love and helping others do the same. Join a scam? That's concerning. I have spoken about these posts a lot in the past, and I will continue to do so. Why network marketing is allegedly not a scam, and why it's a great business model, and why it's not fishy. Although I had concerns, or they tell me it's a problem, but in those posts, the network marketers never counteract why network marketing is not a scam. It cannot be a scam because I succeeded. That's not a rebuttal. Do better. And then we have a post from a group of people who are rather successful in network marketing, and that's why they're able to take classes from a network marketing coach, Eric Worre, who offers extremely pricey workshops for network marketers. So these are the people who pay a lot of money, who have the ability to pay him a lot of money so that they can be more successful in network marketing. That is always the aim, and that's what they posted.
And here we have all the people that say you can't make money through network marketing. And here we have all the people that say you can't make money through network marketing.
Another nonsensical post, so let's talk about it. And here are the people who say you cannot make money through network marketing. I would argue that most people who critique network marketing don't say that you cannot make money, but that it's unlikely that most people are able to make a profit. Some people in network marketing have to make money, the top people in network marketing companies, so that it looks and sounds appealing to those who want to change their lives and who are in need of money. Otherwise, this wouldn't work. So we're not even quoting or we're not even mentioning the criticism correctly. It always has to be an extreme. No one makes money in network marketing. No, that's not what the critics say. They say that most people in network marketing lose money and only the top people are able to make a good income and only very few people are even able to benefit. They call it that little network marketing thing. Oh, they're always triggered by that. I also recently made a video where somebody else also said that, how's your little shampoo business doing? It looks like you're somewhat triggered when people tell you that you have a little network marketing thing. If you run a successful business, if you have a successful career, you do not have to have the need to consistently push on social media. That's not true. It's not just little. Completely not offended by that at all. No, network marketers have to push this on social media all the time because they need to attract people and they need to attract new people to join their downline. They can never just enjoy their success in silence. They always have to do that publicly. Meanwhile, we're in Eric Worre's house. That is the network marketing coach I mentioned, sitting shoulder to shoulders with some of the highest income earners in the entire industry. 250K plus passive income just to qualify. Yeah. I mean, in a way, he's the scammer of scammers. And I don't mind if scammers scam other scammers by pretending that they have classes and workshops and opportunities, but you need to make at least 250K passive income and pay him a lot of money to participate in these classes. I'd rather have him scam those high-ranked scammers than those who don't make a lot of money. And many in this room are doing way more. We're talking multi-seven figures built in under 6 years. So somebody's triggered that this was called the little network marketing thing and that nobody makes money in network marketing. Of course, some people make money in network marketing. And if you were to cite your critics properly, then I think that post also would look differently. No suits, no degrees, no gatekeeping. Well, if you have to have 250K passive income, then that is gatekeeping. Most people don't have a job where they wear suits. I don't. I need a degree, which is good because you need certain skills. It's always concerning when people tell you I have a wonderful job for you, you don't need to have any degrees or any skills. Nothing, we can teach you everything. That's a bit worrisome. Just Wi-Fi vision. Oh, just Wi-Fi. Vision, I thought, what is Wi-Fi vision? Just internet, so you can work from your phone. vision and work ethic. While people are still doubting if this is real, we're living what they told us wasn't possible. Once again, who are they? Most people in network marketing to this very day, according to the FTC, according to every single income disclosure statement I have personally seen, and I show them to you also regularly in these videos, show us that the doubt is real because most people are at the lowest ranks and they lose money. So to this very day, it looks like people are doubting this industry for good reasons because most people lose money. And just because some are financially allegedly so successful so that they can get screwed over by a network marketing coach who lets them pay a lot of money for his classes, which I'm all here for, then that doesn't counteract yet again that network marketing is a bad business model. Because some people, the top income earners, are living a life that they thought wasn't possible. It doesn't make it a great business model. It's still that little thing for most people because most people lose money. Top network marketers, one exclusive mastermind, millions earned, one room, and yes, we're just getting started. And there are typos in there as well. Maybe pay attention to that. There's no space between one room and yes. Still think this industry isn't lucrative? It's not for most people. That's exactly the point. I don't know what network marketing company they're in. I'm not going to take a closer look if those companies have income disclosure statements, but I would bet that if they do, most people are not at the top rank and make 6 or 7 figures. Still think this industry isn't lucrative? That's fine. We'll save you a seat. No, don't. The seats are actually getting less and less. Less and less people are doing network marketing. And they can feel it as well, the top people and also the top coaches who take a lot of money from the top people. It takes a while, or it might have taken a while for them to also feel that in their bank account, but I'm sure they're feeling it. We'll save you a seat or a story highlight. That's fine. I will just take the story highlights every once in a while and report about them. You can sit with us. I don't want to sit with you. You're clowns and you're scammers, in my opinion. No gatekeeping, but then we have hashtag top earners only. You're a bunch of buffoons. Come on, at least own up to that. You are, right? And then I want to talk about Farmasi. And I have to pull out my glasses again. I hate that so much. But I need to go to the eye doctor and I cannot get myself to do that. Because I don't need glasses to look into the distance, just really up close and personal. And I always procrastinate when I have to do these things. I'm not good at keeping up with these things. I'm good at keeping up with other things, but not with this. Anywho, we're talking about Farmasi because Farmasi this year also had a convention, as they do each and every year, and they made the most ridiculous claims yet again. One of the issues I have with Farmasi is that they're going to launch now also in Germany. Ugh. Please stay away. It looks like Farmasi is expanding rapidly. They're already in a lot of countries worldwide. Some MLMs are just in a handful of countries, but they are in 40 plus something countries. And unfortunately, they will come to Ireland now in October and then to Germany in March 2026. Why do they always have to launch their shit in March in Germany? It's my birthday in March. All of the Pisces people are probably screaming now. Walk away, go away. Don't launch in Germany and don't launch in March. But yeah, they're launching in Germany and I thought, okay, let's talk about Farmasi and let's do some dedicated Farmasi posts. And yeah, the Hunts were posting this right at convention. Wow, if you're in Germany, DM me ASAP. The country launch will be in March. At the time when they posted this, that was over the summer in this year. So you're already supposed to reach out. Fun fact, I did, but they never got back to me. So check your DMs, okay? Do a better job at this. They will never be able to build a team in Germany if they just ignore us. Just saying. At that convention, they also made a lot of claims that are very concerning, and sometimes I cannot even follow these. One of the claims they made, because on those conventions, it's always important to celebrate the success stories and of course also to celebrate the company as a success story. And this is the Miami event. Why do people always go to Miami? Okay, it's swampy there, it's hot, it's humid. my hair would be even frizzier than it already is. Celebrating, that's not the point I wanted to make. But if you follow my videos, you know I don't have a lot of love for Miami or Florida. It's not my climate. Celebrating 75 years, that's how old Farmasi is, number 27 direct sales company in the world, launched in 40 countries. So yeah, they're available in a lot of countries. New product launches, as is to be expected, because you got to keep your own distributors interested. Monthly record-breaking sales. Why? Who are you selling to? I mean, Farmasi, I think, they received a lot of new members, a lot of new recruits, especially after Monat was not doing well, and a lot of top people there who were really angry at Monat, they left to Farmasi. And I think that lots of people left Monat as well, or didn't purchase from Monat anymore, and supported specifically top people in Farmasi and purchased their products. I don't know if that is long lasting, but I think that Farmasi, they got a good amount of new recruits, especially during that time. Incentive trips, as is the case for all network marketing companies. They always have some sort of incentive, in this case trips. This is just the beginning. Well, I hope this is the end. But what I found interesting was that the company is the #1 network marketing company in Turkey. It was founded there, and it is the number 27 direct sales company in the world. That might sound somewhat interesting. That might sound somewhat impressive, but I would say it's not. A post from 2 years ago, when I started to make anti-MLM videos, among others also, I spoke about Farmasi. They claimed at convention 2 years ago, Farmasi is thriving. We're officially recognized as the #1 direct selling company in Turkey and number 28 worldwide. The company Farmasi existed already before. They just sold regular products to regular consumers. And then after 10 years, or at this point probably 12 years ago, they started as a network marketing company. And 2 years ago, they stayed with 428 million in revenue, profit. It's not being specified. They were number 28 in direct sales companies. They were number 28 in the direct selling world, and now 2 years later, they're number 27. That means to me that despite them launching and coming up with new launches as well in so many other countries, expanding rapidly, they're not seeing a lot of growth. If over the course of 2 years, compared to other network marketing companies, they only stepped up 1 spot from number 28 to number 27, then it looks like Farmasi, when we're talking about those who are interested in network marketing, then Farmasi, compared to those companies, is not that interesting. So there's not a lot of rise in revenue, profit, network marketers. And maybe those who joined Farmasi, they joined the wrong company, because this is not a company that will blow up. At least to their own numbers, to what they state themselves over the past 2 years. But of course, at that convention, you have to celebrate people who are alleged success stories. We always have to pull those out. This is also from this year's convention in Miami, and somebody is being celebrated. Always the top people, always the success stories. I'm itchy. I don't know what's going on. I think I have something. I'm itchy. I don't know what's going on. Oops, this is not helpful. I'm not dancing, I'm just, something is really irritating me. Sorry. Let's continue with Farmasi. It's probably Farmasi, they irritate me. They have to celebrate the success stories, and we have a vice president who joined the company and made it to the top rank in 7 months and 5 days. Her story is wild. From drug addiction, 7 felonies, to now earning over 5 million in this industry. So this is a success story. This is an outlier. I always find it concerning when they idolize people from felonies and drug addiction. I mean, I'm glad this person hopefully overcame this. And I would like to say lives an honest life with an honest living and an honest income, although when she's in Farmasi, I'm not sure about this, but I hope she overcame her drug addiction. She is now successful and made over 5 million in this industry. Now, they're not saying that she made 5 million in Farmasi, but in this industry. This person could have made a lot of money in another network marketing company. Maybe it was a drowning network marketing company. Her team was running away. Then she joined Farmasi and she made $3. And the rest was money she made in another MLM. But let's take this for face value and think she made that amount of money in Farmasi. The person who posted this also posted the average income according to the US monthly range, according to the different ranks. Because claiming that somebody made 5 million, that's not compliant unless it is truthful, and you also need to show what people typically make. You need to make sure that the audience understands those are not typical incomes, but here are the typical incomes. Beauty influencer, 12%. That is one of the ranks in Farmasi. US monthly range, $260. Director, $2,600. Vice president, $65,000, and vice president, $81,000. The link she mentions here is not active anymore. It's difficult for me to follow those numbers because that link doesn't exist. If you ever go on Farmasi's website, you log in with a VPN, most of the data that is connected to their compensation plan, that is connected to their income disclaimer or disclosure specifically, they're not valid anymore. You get an error message and you don't see them. I don't know why, but I find that very concerning. If you work in a network marketing company, you claim, hey, we have income disclaimers, but then you don't show them to me. My issue is I cannot follow her numbers. I do not understand what numbers she's posted here because I will show you the latest income disclosure statement I was able to find posted by somebody else who is in Farmasi, not via the official links, and it's not the link the other person mentioned. This is the income of the US Farmasi distributors between January 1st and December 31st, 2023. And here you can see the different ranks or the different labels. According to the distributor who posted about the Farmasi convention in Miami, the beauty influencer 12% has a US monthly range of $260. From the 2023 statement that I was available to get, the 12% rank makes $2,085 in 12 months. So over the course of the entire year. That is a rank where only 5.28% of the people are at. Most people are at the, surprise, two lowest ranks, the 0% and the 3% level. So the numbers don't match up. I do not have a monthly range, and it doesn't add up with her monthly numbers. So according to the in 2023 income disclaimer, people make less than she claims in her post. Then the directors, that is 2.34%, make in 12 months 16,791, and she claims in her post that 2,600 is the US monthly range, which yet again doesn't add up with the annual income that is mentioned here. Then we have the vice president, less than 0.1%. We're also skipping a lot of ranks, you can see it. She's pulling out numbers from higher ranks. She's not showing us the lower ranks. I'm not sure if you're allowed to do that. If I were the compliance expert in that company, I would say no. You have to link to the entire one. You cannot just nitpick the ranks you want to show. That's not allowed. That's not compliant. That's how I would do it as a compliant expert myself in the media industry. Vice president here is 785,000 over the course of 12 months. And then maybe what she's referring to, the average is 65,445. That also doesn't match with the number she is giving us here. I don't know where the numbers are coming from. And once again, the link she mentions here, I cannot click on it, but I typed it in and I checked it and I checked it again and again. The link doesn't work. And then we have the president rank, that is the highest rank, also less than 0.1% of the people are at that rank. According to her, 81,000 monthly, that adds up. And annually, those people make 973,000. So we're presenting somebody on stage, which is not uncommon, who allegedly made 5 million in network marketing, which sounds really impressive, but we don't even have the information if this person made 5 million in Farmasi, if this person made 5 million in various network marketing companies, and is just a top leader who left from another network marketing company, and then we're linking and we're mentioning a link that isn't even active anymore with numbers that I cannot follow. They don't match up with anything I found so far. So that's Farmasi in a nutshell. The number 27 direct sales company in the world. They were able to rank up 1 rank over the past 2 years. Maybe it is because their numbers are not in check and they don't have the documentation available. It's a bit frustrating with Farmasi because their website is really, really horrible. It's really bad. They also have a German website for whatever reason with very weird information, and they haven't even launched here. But hey, good for us. Yes, emergency services are also already on high alert. They're coming to Germany in March. On my birthday, very likely. That's what Monet did as well. Not on my birthday, but in my birthday month. After all of this buffoonery, we have to take a look at the 5 reasons why somebody in Farmasi thinks it's important that you and me, that you and I partner with Farmasi. My brain is decreasing as we speak. Whenever I look at these posts, my brain capacity is shrinking. 5 reasons to partner with Farmasi. Global influence. It looks extremely uncomfortable how she's sitting there. And the shoes are weird. If you wear shoes and the bottom of your feet don't even touch the bottom of the shoe or where your foot should. Anyway, it looks weird. Don't do these things. It looks really uncomfortable and it doesn't make her feet or her shoes look good. She's an attractive woman, no doubt. But then maybe you should have picked shoes where your feet are not flying in your shoes. That's all I can focus on. I many times focus on feet because I'm not a fan of feet in posts. It's not the most attractive body part in my opinion. They're flying in those shoes. That's odd. And then they're beige on beige as well. Anywho, 5 reasons to partner with Farmasi. 50% commissions. If you join Farmasi, you're able to make 50% in commissions. That's true. Payout within 72 hours. Affordable luxury. Well, Farmasi products compared to other products in network marketing companies are not that pricey, but they're not luxurious. They also like to claim themselves that they have high quality products at discounter prices. This doesn't scream luxury to me. Now granted, I've never tried out the Farmasi products, but from what I can tell, how people use them online, from the packaging, from the claims they make online, they're not luxury. They're just overpriced products for what they are, as is, in my opinion, typical for network marketing companies. Clean products held to EU standards. Shut up. Low startup costs. Yeah, it might be a low startup cost, but you can customize your own Farmasi set if you want to, and then you can spend a couple of $100 right from the start just to get your hands on some of the products, because the low startup cost is connected to you just joining Farmasi and there are no products connected to that. And then you also have a purchase requirement of $125 or $150 each and every half year. So over the course of an entire year, a distributor in Farmasi has to spend $300. Fun fact, the brand name Farmasi aligns with this pharmaceutical heritage and was founded by Dr. C. Tuna. That's why the company is also 75 years old, because they actually sold products to interested customers. And 10 or now 12 years ago, they switched to multi-level marketing. 40 plus countries, they're available in a lot of countries, and global influence. I don't know what that means. Here's why I say yes to Farmasi. If I sell $1,000 in product, I make $500 and it's my wallet in 72 hours. Grammar, once again. That's great, but you need to sell products to get 50%. And if you sell 0, then it's in the wallet also 72 hours afterwards, it's at 0. You need to be able to sell the products to make a 50% commission. A true 50% commission. And ability to earn immediately means a lot to the mom who wants to afford groceries or the student who needs the money for bills. Well, if it means that much to a mom who wants to afford groceries or to a student, then it would also be important to be transparent and to mention you need to pay your way into the company. And if you want to get your hands on the products, you have to spend the money on these as well. There are expenses to connect it to everybody who wants to join Farmasi in whatever capacity to purchase products or pay their way into the company. But if you want to get your hands on the products, you either customize a starting set right in the beginning. You can spend $125+ on those products, and then you can get your hands on these later, 50% discounted, but you purchase a lot of product if you want to show them. So this true 50% commission also entails to pay their way into the company with a business kit or with the products, use them regularly, purchase them again and again and again, because otherwise you're not allowed to get 50% commission, the true 50% commission. And if you're actually able to sell $1,000 in products and you make $500, then the commission you made doesn't include those expenses and, let's say it together, taxes. At the end of the year, you also have to pay taxes. Global reach. We have a presence in over 40 countries. More opportunity equals more growth. We are only 5 years old in the USA and 3 in Canada. This is not a time to sit on the sidelines and watch. It's a time to run. We offer affordable, clean beauty products. Buzzwords. The products don't look good. If you ever take a look at the website, the products are very basic, the packaging is not that interesting, and the website also looks outdated, in my opinion. Farmasi follows strict EU beauty rules. Oh, shut up. Banning over 1,300 harmful ingredients. You can confidently share products that are non-toxic, cruelty-free, free from parabens, GMOs, and more. I know, I'm in Europe. I hear this all the time. This is the one claim that I cannot hear anymore. Since we own our supply chain in Turkey, we can provide the most competitive price. Well, is it the most competitive price? Maybe for the business model, because yes, compared to other network marketing companies, the products might not come across as super pricey, but if you sell collagen for 80 euros, for example, or $80, that sounds quite pricey to me. So you could not create a better price, although you have the supply chain in-house. I think you do, because if you offer these products 50% off to your own distributors, who are very likely the best customers, then you can lower those prices. But you need to pay the MLM business, the company wants to make a profit, etc., etc. The products are not super pricey compared to most other MLMs, but they're pricey compared to what is out there on the market. Good products, good hair care, good skin care, good beauty products. Farmasi is still pricey for what it is. Since we own our own supply chain in Turkey, we can provide the most competitive price without compromising quality, and we're only getting better. Low startup, you can get started for $125 and have a business that can generate you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars if you pick the lowest starter pack. So that's the low cost she's referring to. That has a handful of products, but you can spend $250 or even $300, I think, if you choose to get your hands on most of the products from the different product ranges. Hair care, skin care, beauty, supplements, they offer you. The bigger the package, the more money you pay, the more products you get. So you spend a good amount of money on the products just for starters. Partnership with a company committed to the industry. Once again, grammar. Add a space at the end of a sentence. What other company do you know right now paying out $350K a month to their top income earner? I bet there are network marketing companies. Does she know what other MLMs pay to their top income earner? So just the one top income earner or the top income earners? The top income earners always get most of the money. How about the rest? Let's talk about those. Let alone bonuses ranging from 1K to 500K. These last 3 months we've actually had record-breaking months. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. You lose nothing by listening and learning in to see how this opportunity could not just serve you, but the people around you who need it most. My DMs are always open to chat, I bet. Oh, and then somebody who is already in pharmacy, Isabel Sanchez, who was in Monat before and who left. Sign me up. Wow. Shut up. You're already in the company. Probably somebody who is that person's upline and they want to boost engagement in the comment section because not a lot of people engage with these posts. So that was Farmasi. And the only reason really I took that into this MLM Top Fails is because they're going to launch in Germany in March 2026. We cannot get a break here. Oh yeah, and in Ireland in October. So be mindful about that as well. There will be lots of Huns trying to sell Farmasi now in Ireland and next year in Germany. And I'm ready to make videos about it then as well. This was MLM Top Fails 37 with lots of posts that are either confusing, stupid, or I cannot follow the data they present because the companies have a lot of inactive links. That is one of the issues I see with Farmasi, that their website is not very well done and their links are not active. And that is an issue if you want to link to certain documents. And Chogan, which is an Italian network marketing company, for example, they have the same issue. You click on links to see background information, to get visibility on certain agreements you have to do with a company, but then those links magically don't exist anymore. Yes, the ambulance is also alerted now because of Farmasi. Yeah, Farmasi, get your website in check before you launch here in Germany. I would appreciate that. Thank you. If you liked this video, then give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, that way you will not miss out on further uploads. And if you liked this video, then hopefully I will see you in my next one. Until then, cheers!